what if one of the most powerful forms of leverage, meaning one of the most powerful ways to shorten the pathway to our goals, to escalate our rate of growth and achievement, what if that is tied up in this package of this decision number 2? In just a moment, I'll tell you what it is. Aloha, Paul. So welcome back, guys. This is decision number 2 in these 7 decisions from one of the most impactful mentors in my life and to many people all over the planet. And it's seek wisdom. And we've all maybe heard that before. Oh yeah, right. Seek wisdom? What do you mean? Well, one of the huge differences is it's not seek knowledge. Okay? It's not seek the next how-to. It's not seek the next book, the next workshop. It's seeking wisdom. What is the difference between wisdom and knowledge? Well, have you ever met anybody who was obviously massively intelligent, but they weren't very wise as far as the practical application of that knowledge? And I know many of us have. So one of the ultimate forms of leverage is this. Our life experience is one of the most powerful tools that we leverage and learn from, because the most powerful leverage is not just our life experience, but what if there was so many other people that have been through the same journey and we could leverage their wisdom, their life experience. That's the ultimate form of leverage. Let me give you 2 or 3 examples. When I started in network marketing, which what I do now, I have a global team, thank goodness, is this. One of the things I learned early on in the business journey was many people had written the books for the sake of writing a book. They do a workshop for the sake of doing a workshop. They hadn't walked the walk. They talked it, but they hadn't walked the walk. They didn't have the wisdom and the practical application of how to build a massive organization versus simply they read a bunch of books, they heard it worked, and they saw some other leaders and trainers doing it, so they said, okay, this must be how it's done. So I learned very quickly, especially to share with my team, that the true mentors and the trainers that were firmly founded that we could all learn and copy from and duplicate were those who had walked the walk. They had the wisdom, not just the knowledge. Okay? So we learn to seek wisdom, be hungry for that wisdom. And you can't buy it, you can't purchase it, you can't barter it, you can't steal it. It's something we only gain through life and business experience. And the other application, my personal story with it, is in my sporting endeavors. When many of you know, I was a high-level ski archer. I competed internationally with that sport, had a beautiful time with it, and I was forced out because of health reasons. When I came back in wanting to escalate my journey as far as my technique and my efficiency and train properly, I didn't just grab a book and listen to a webinar here. I went out to find individuals who were my age and older, master athletes, who were still achieving a high level of excellence and performance, and sought these mentors out and became close friends with these individuals, and even a larger community. It's called the CXC. It's a larger group. We do camps, clinics. But I sought wisdom not just from individuals of all ages, but somebody in a very specific niche who hadn't just talked it and used to do it 20 years ago, but was doing it currently, that had the wisdom and the practical knowledge to apply. And so I sought wisdom in that, and it continues to make a major difference. Hey, Paul, thank you for that. And the other is in my personal life. Joy and I have a beautiful relationship, and I tell many couples this. We've never had a major problem or series of problems in our relationship. One reason is we've continued to grow together and work on things before they manifest into larger things. We even sought out a marriage counselor before we were ever married, And we, even at that point, about a year prior to us actually getting married, we sought a couple of beautiful counselors who had a healthy relationship themselves and had the wisdom and had a history of helping other couples have long-lasting relationships. So we sought wisdom and we sought counseling from somebody who was walking their walk and had walked many couples through a healthy journey and a healthy relationship just long before we ever had any major issues. And one reason why we haven't had major challenges and issues again is that we continue to seek out that wisdom and experience from other healthy, loving couples who had beautiful relationships. Not that we don't have our challenges, okay? We all do. But overall, it's been a beautiful, healthy relationship. So that's my lesson to all of us. And there are many beautiful examples. Again, the basis of these 7 decisions is in The Traveler's Gift, the book that I was mentioning. And he goes into some of the historical figures that have made a huge impact on not just on our country, but on the planet. And he talks about many of those, even with their major problems and challenges, and they still made a major impact, which rippled across history and rippled across our planet. So seek the wisdom, not just knowledge. And when you seek wisdom, the ultimate leverage is not just our life experience, but the life experience of others who have achieved a high level of excellence in their field of endeavor, or their relationship, or their sport, or their whatever it is. That's the ultimate leverage. There's many people who've walked the walk, made the mistakes, learned from them, and they're passionately sharing their lessons. That is one of the biggest ultimate leverages. But seek the wise versus just the book-learned individuals. That's the lesson, and that's decision number 2, is continually seek wisdom throughout our life journey. So have an amazing day. You deserve it. Love to get your comments below. And thank you, Paul. Appreciate you, man. Again, God bless.